I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process. Last night, I asked the President of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
So if you guys haven't already heard the news, the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, has announced his intention to resign as Prime Minister of Canada. Now, this has sent shockwave throughout the Canadian society. Some persons were not really surprised because he's been under increasing pressure over the past couple of months and even over the past couple of years. A lot of persons have been praising the Prime Minister for the role that he has done throughout his tenure, while there's also a lot of persons who believe that the Prime Minister didn't do a good job. So as we get into this video, I want you guys to leave your comments underneath the video and let me know what is your personal thoughts on the topic. But in today's video, we're going to be zeroing on the effects that the Prime Minister's resignation could potentially have on immigration. If this is a topic you want to learn more about, stick and stay. If you guys are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Dems. I am a Jamaican immigrant who moved to this beautiful country called Canada back in 2019. And on my channel, on my platform, what we do, we share all our experiences being immigrants in Canada, and we have a lot of conversations around immigration Canada, the effects of immigration, how you too could be an immigrant in Canada, and just whatever information we deem relevant. Now, I am not an immigration consultant, I am not an immigration affiliate, lawyer, anything of the sort. Any information that's shared on this platform is information based on personal experiences of friends and family members, and also just general information that can be researched, which of course we have taken the liberty to do our own research, but we always encourage everyone to do their own research to come to their own conclusion. In today's video, I'm merely going to be sharing my own opinion on how I think the resignation of Justin Trudeau could potentially affect immigration in Canada. Now, a lot of persons have been blaming immigration for the countless challenges that's been facing right now in Canada, such as the housing crisis, the unemployment rate, and the cost of living in general. Now, let's roll back the clock a little bit. Justin Trudeau has been the Prime Minister of Canada since 2015, and over that period of time, this period of 9 years is considered to be the most relaxed Canadian immigration has ever been. And quite recently, a few months ago, the Prime Minister himself and the Minister of Immigration, the Honourable Mark Miller, has come out with some statements to mention that they did make a few mistakes and there were a few things that they could have done a lot differently to stem some of the problems that's been happening right now. From making sure that immigration was a lot stricter and tighter. Of course, you have a lot of bad actors who took advantage of what I personally consider to be a very relaxed immigration system. A lot of persons found a lot of loopholes and a lot of persons were able to take advantage of it, which contributed to a lot of the issues that we're finding right now. With that being said, over the past couple months, there's been a lot of changes to immigration. There's been a lot of tightening up of the system, for lack of a better term. From the international student route to temporary foreign workers to LMIA and even visitors visa were affected. A number of different changes has been made in an effort to get a grip on immigration, and a lot of persons have been concerned. But the question really now is, with Justin Trudeau's resignation intention being made public, who's going to come in next? And with an election also scheduled for later on this year in 2025, or anytime really in 2025, who is going to take over? Is there going to be a change of government, or is there just going to be a change of leader? And how are these factors going to be affecting Canadian immigration? Now, the first thing I would like to mention is that immigration right now is top priority of Canada, because as mentioned previously in this video, a lot of the challenges have been blamed on immigration. Now, let's start with if the other party, which is the party that a lot of persons prior to Justin Trudeau's intention of resignation would have thought would have become the next government, which is the Conservative Party. Now, the Conservative Party has a lot of things that they suggest that they will put in place for immigration. Now, one of the things that the Conservative Party has been really focusing on is putting Canada first and putting Canadian citizens and residents first. And I believe that if the Conservative government should form the next government, immigration would be greatly affected, and I believe that the numbers would be significantly reduced from where they are currently. And this is just an opinion based on the fact that based on the court of public opinion, the Liberal Party, which is now the government of Canada, is always considered to be a more immigration friendly government, and the Conservative Party is more an economic friendly government, which means that immigration is not top of mind as it would have been underneath a Liberal Party. So the court of public opinion suggests that the Conservative Party would be a lot stricter when it comes down to immigration, and it would be a lot more difficult for persons to come into Canada unless you are filling specific needs, which is what Canada really needs. But let's be honest, a lot of persons use other pathways such as international student, LMIA, and a number of different routes. One of the things that was mentioned sometime last year was a caregiver program that was intended to give caregivers the opportunity to get permanent residency upon arrival. I believe that that program is now dust in the wind. I believe that that program is probably not going to be happening anymore, or not anytime soon, because that was announced in a time when immigration wasn't as strict as it is right now. Now let's talk about if the Liberal Party wins the next election and form the next government, thus having responsibility for immigration. Now, I believe that if the Liberal Party should win the next election and form the next government, immigration wouldn't be much different than how it is right now, in the sense that the measures that's put in place right now, as strict as they may be, is what is going to carry forward for the next couple of years if the Liberal government should take or form the next government. Because what people fail to understand is that in a democratic society that operates underneath different judiciaries, let's call it that, or arms of government, the Prime Minister, whilst he's the head of government, he doesn't make all the decisions. So the decisions that's being advertised, whilst it's being blamed on a single individual, it is a collective decision, right? Because just like back in the Caribbean, or well, Jamaica has a similar government setup like Canada, where you have a prime minister, then you have MPs, councillors, etc. The point I'm trying to make is that all these decisions flow up to the prime minister, who obviously gets a report of what's going on, but the decisions are made collectively. So collectively, the decisions that's being made right now are being made based on the Liberal Party's interpretation of what is needed right now. And if the Liberal Party forms the next government, I can't really see a lot more changes coming in effect for immigration, because the decision that's there right now is really the general consensus of the majority of the party, right? Now, there's also another party in Canada called the NDP. To be honest, my research hasn't brought me that far. If you guys have an idea of what their immigration mindset is like, probably a Canadian who have lived through an NDP government, if at all, I don't know. Please leave your comments and let me know how do you think it will be affected. And also, if you're watching this video and you're an immigrant, let me know, what are you looking forward to the most, or who would you like to see in power? How do you think these changes will affect your own immigration journey? And if you're a Canadian and you're watching this video, what would you like to see? Let your thoughts be known in the comment section as well, because we try to give a balanced discussion on all topics. Again, guys, I want to let you guys know that everything you hear in this video is really just my opinion. And my opinion might be the same as yours, or my opinion might be different than yours. But whatever it is, let's talk about it in the comment section, right? I want to say a huge thank you for all the persons who have recently joined our community, the Andersons family. We want to thank you so much. We are 15,000 subscribers and we are over the moon. 2025 couldn't have started any better, and we're looking forward to another 15,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this video right now, if you're seeing my face for the first time, or if you enjoy these kind of conversations, this kind of content, please subscribe to our community. Please share this video with a friend or family member. Hit that like button. It really helps me out. And also leave your comments in the comment section. These are all activities that you can do for free, and it really makes a big difference. And even though this video might not make it in front of the current Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, I want to say a huge thank you for your service. People forget that even though they are paid, they're actual public servants and their jobs are pretty hard. So to do a job for 9 years, it couldn't have been easy. So as a adopted Canadian, I want to say thank you for your service towards Canada. And on behalf of all the immigrants who migrated to Canada underneath your leadership, we want to say thank you for creating an atmosphere that we were able to be welcomed and integrated well into the Canadian society. If you guys want to bash me, go ahead. If you guys want to support me, go ahead. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.